you do not have a proven way to get leads every single day as a videographer that converts them into high-paying deals, then you are losing out on so much money in your city. And so in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you how to do this, how to close the people in person, and how to attract them to your page. And yes, this video is not highly edited or some cool production with cool lighting. It's just me in my living room recording and giving you a ton of value. And so here's the thing. First things first, if you want to scale up as a videographer, you got to stop relying on word of mouth. There are 3 components to this video. First one is traffic. Second one, I will reveal to you in a second, which is audience. And third is going to be how to close them in person. And I'm going to reveal to you this exact doc and framework, which is going to make you a whole lot of money. And guys, this is stuff I give to my 200 plus clients I'm working with. And so if you guys find this valuable, then, I mean, shoot, stick around for the entire video. And so here's the thing. You guys need to understand, we run local Instagram ads, right? Right here. You need a funnel. That's the number one thing you're missing. A funnel that brings you leads every single day. You see all these lines? These are leads coming in. You wake up to 20, 30 leads every single day, which brings you money consistently. Here's the thing. Unless you have a way to get leads every single day, you are screwed as a videographer. If you're relying on word of mouth, you're screwed. If you're relying on just your retainers right now, right? And you're like, oh, dude, I'm happy with where we're at. And then one churns and stops paying you, and then you're freaking out, and you're just like in that place. That is not a scalable or predictable way to grow your business and have freedom in your life. Secondly, if you're going to run a local Instagram ad, you need to have 2 things. One, you need to call out the right avatar, which I'm going to break down for you in this video. Secondly, you need to record your ad in a spot in the city that is actually a well-known spot, right? Right here is a downtown area for me, right? I live in Boca Raton, Florida, and so if I was a service-based business, who I'm going to break down, like who you should go after, but if I was a service business, your avatar that's willing to pay you a lot of money, and I saw a video of you, you're a videographer, offering a service, and you were standing somewhere local where I go to or I drive by, that ad would resonate 5 times more. Secondly, how do you make the ad resonate even more? You call out their pain. So what pain do these service businesses have? What pain? They don't have leads. They need a predictable way to get leads every single day, just like you. Guess what solves that? Local Instagram ads, right? And so once you have a high ticket offer that gets these guys results, it's very, very easy to scale. And so guys, I need you to understand that these are the businesses you should be going after. Mobile detailers, contractors, roofers, turf companies. These guys are willing to pay you so much more money because they are relying on 2 people right now. They're relying on a media agency, a marketing agency, and they're relying on a videographer. Which one do you think gets paid more? Right? They're paying 2 companies right now. Which one do you think gets paid more? Probably not the videographer, because the videographer doesn't know how to get them leads every single day. But you know what's the crazy part? Videographers make way better content. You guys understand storytelling. You understand the fact that the videos need to be creative. Yet, the one thing you're missing is a way to get businesses results. And so, if you want to book in way more deals, you got to follow this framework right here. First things first, once you're running a local Instagram ad, you want to follow something I call the 10-second rule. This is where essentially you find something on that business's page and you relate with them. Right? What's the 10-second rule? You spend 10 seconds looking at their page. You're like, all right, cool. Like, this is what I have in common with this guy, right? Someone has a cool truck on their Instagram. You're like, hey, what's up, Bobby? Right? You pull out your phone, you DM them. What's up, Bobby? Good looking truck, brother. What year is that? And then he's going to reply, and you're like, awesome, man. Good to connect. I'm also from this location. I saw you came from an ad. How long have you been running your business here in town? You see how that naturally transitions into part number 2? Boom. Right? So you go from intro message, which should be personalized, to how long you've been running their business. You see, the questions I'm asking aren't like complex. They're very simple. It's a very no-brainer. They know, 4 or 5 years. 5 years. Right? It's something very simple, right? We just want a response, right? And so once you got that, you want to find out what they're currently doing for acquisition, right? That's the big question. Are they relying on referrals? What have they tried? Are they relying on Google ads? Right? What are they doing? Because if you bring in a lead from a local Instagram ad, and that's exactly what I teach on this channel, right? If you bring in a lead from an Instagram ad, do you know how easy it is to close them when they came from the same strategy you're helping them implement? Here's what I mean, right? A lead comes in, and they're like, oh, Boris, how do I know that this is going to work for me? Well, Bobby, It's the same exact local Instagram ad strategy that got you to my page here. You responded to my ad, and here we are talking on the phone. That's exactly what we're gonna help you implement for your business. Okay, cool. So it's like, all right, sweet. Now they see it, right? So we want to find out what are they currently doing for acquisition. Once you've got that, you want to pitch an intro call. Don't pitch a sales meeting right off the bat. An intro call is, and guys, this is a game changer for you if you guys understand this, right? If you learn how to do this properly, which just takes reps, then this in-person PIFs framework is about to crush for you, right? So you take the intro call, and the intro call is essentially a 5-minute phone call, where the whole goal of that call is not to reveal your price, it's simply to find out if that business is a good fit to work with you, right? So, hey Bobby, and you always want to frame intro calls, right? So you go here, and you want to frame these calls because after that, they become a hot lead, and you want to track them. And so in order to get them in a hot lead, you want to frame the call the right way. That way you're interviewing them, and they're not interviewing you. Right? Let me break down what that looks like. Hey Bobby, how's it going? The purpose of this call is to hear all about your business, hear about what you've tried before, and if I think you're a good fit and I think I could truly help you out, we'll set up a in-person meeting to give you more information on how this works. Sound good? You got 5 to 10 minutes right now? Right? So if I frame it, then they're not like interviewing me the whole time. Well, Boris, what's the price or how's this work? Like you control the frame. A lot of videographers like you lose so many sales because they lose the frame. They get interviewed by that person and you're like scared to just like hold your frame because you're like, oh man, I'm going to lose the deal. You're going to lose the deal because you can't hold the damn frame, right? Keep that in mind. And so pitch in the call. Now you've had a 5-minute phone call. You need to take, now you've taken it, you need to pitch an in-person meeting, okay? In-person meetings are incredible. You want to make this as easy as possible for the consumer. And so let's dive into this in-person PIFs document, which we're about to break down exactly how this works. And so the pros of an in-person meeting, you build massive rapport because on Instagram, you are just another marketer. You understand that? You're just another marketer. They see you as like the Joe Schmo from over there who's running local Instagram ads or national Instagram ads. It doesn't matter, right? They see you as another marketer. They don't see you as someone in their city who's actually helpful and actually resourceful, right? And so building rapport becomes a lot easier. Building trust with them becomes a lot easier because they're like, oh man, I can shake your hand and actually meet you? That's awesome. You got to remember, people buy from people they like and trust. So if you can meet them in person, buy them a coffee, buy them lunch, dude, sales are going to start flowing into your freaking bank account. Online, you're just another marketer. In person, you're a real human being that can help their business grow. Pretty self-explanatory, right? All right, where to take these in-person meetings? Take them out to coffee, buy them lunch, or their office. Whatever is easiest for the prospect, that is what matters. Whatever they prefer. Obviously, you want to control the frame and be like, hey, I have this amazing coffee shop down the road, or if you're like if you want to ideally like have 2-3 locations, find the one that's near them and be like, hey, are you down to meet here? Right? You want to propose a certain location. And guys, tip for this, my clients are absolutely crushing. Tip for this though, if you guys want to absolutely crush it with this, go to the same cafe over and over again, which tends to have some of the same staff over there over and again. And then once you close your first deal using this process, tip one of the servers $100, and they're going to start remembering your name and treating you a little bit differently. So imagine you're meeting with Bobby over here. You shake his hand, you sit down, and then the server comes up. Boris, so good to meet you, man. Like, it's always a pleasure to have you. Who are you here with today? Like, they just treat you a little differently. That person's going to look at you and be like, oh, damn, like this guy's like a normal human being, right? So I've done this a ton of times. My clients do this. It absolutely crushes. Okay, so how do you frame the meeting? It should be an hour-long meeting, guys. Do not take the meeting unless if it's less than an hour, don't take it. If the lead's like, man, I only have 20 minutes of time today. Cool, we'll get you back on the calendar. Cool, you down to meet later today or tomorrow? Like, we don't take meetings for 15 minutes. You can't make a pitch you can't make a good impression in 15 minutes. Okay? So, here's how you do this. It's a 3-minute frame. Thank you. Like, shake their hand, look them in the eye. Don't be weird, right? Shake their hand, look them in the eye, and show them that you're a normal human being, right? And tell them, I want to hear all about you. You want to frame the meeting. The frame is very important. All right, here's how it'll go. Bobby, I'm so excited to meet you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. The goal of this meeting is to hear more about you, your business, why you even got into it. And at the end of the call, if I think or at the end of the meeting, if I think we're a good fit to work together, I'll just give you a rundown of what it looks like to work together. That sound fair? They're not going to say no. If you frame it this way, they know a pitch is coming if they are good to work with you. You see how the frame makes all of the difference? It's not like, oh, Bobby, I'm going to pitch you regardless. No, if I think we're a good fit to work together, I'll make you an offer at the end of the call, or I'll give you a breakdown at the end of the call. Now they're thinking, am I a good fit to work with this guy? You kind of Uno reverse them. They're trying to steal that frame, but no, you took it back. So this is very important right here. So you go from that, you set it in the frame, to 30 minutes of getting to know them. Get to know them. Like, what do I mean by this? Like, be human. Like, this is what most of you videographers are so good at this, right? You're good at shaking someone's hand and just talking to them and being someone's friend. Do this, right? Just listen to them. Most of my clients, guys, who are closing deals left and right, they aren't like pushing super hard. They're not pushing super hard, right? Like, straight up, like, guys, you need to understand. Like, here's the thing. Like, I will show you what I mean by this. Like, I post wins every single day on my stories. These guys aren't pushing hard at all. Like, I just posted a couple wins, right? And so, like, check this out. Boom. Sergio just closed a $7,000 pay in full. Boom. Jacob closed $26,000 his first month, and he just closed, I think, $8K last week alone. We've helped 200 videographers. Reem closed his job, closed a $6K deal. Philip closed another deal. This guy's crushing it. Right? I'm posting, and then obviously I have like endless social proof. Like, people can click till their fingers get tired, right? But the point is, why are they winning? Because they know how to use the sales process, and they know how to bring in leads every single day. And so, now you're getting to know them, hear about them, and once you're talking to them, listen. Listen. What are the pain points that they're revealing to you, right? Oh, Boris, I want to grow my business, but like, man, it just feels like I can't do anything. Like, I can't afford to hire an employee, this and this, because I have to do everything. And what your brain should be doing is calculating how then you can serve them. You don't want to like, oh yeah, that's why you need us. No, you want to like save all this as ammunition, right? And then towards the end of the call, you want to reframe it, right? You want to reframe it and be like, Bobby, the reason you're not able to grow is because you don't have acquisition dialed in. When you can bring in leads every single day, you can handle more jobs, and which then allows you to afford like A-player employees, so you can start growing the business and being out of the business rather than in it, and actually growing as a CEO and going to little Bobby Jr.'s soccer practices, right? You start reframing it and tying it to their desired outcome. And so get to know them. All right, 10-minute pitch. We do something called a Google breakdown, right? And so here's what it'll look like. All right, I just butchered Google Maps. All right, this is like a fully authentic video. And if you like these videos, man, comment down below to let me know. All right, so Boca Raton HVAC. Right, so I'm literally gonna like go and show him. So if I'm meeting with the HVAC business, which is a really good business, really, really good service business, and so to work with, right? So each red dot here is a business, right? I'm going to show them, like, dude, you're competing with hundreds of people. I'm going to refresh again, another 50 are going to pop up. I'm going to refresh again, another 50 are going to pop up. Here's the thing. Every single one of these service businesses is relying on word of mouth. Every single one of these service businesses is competing on a very saturated market, just like Google, right? What you need to do is get on Instagram, because it's the same strategy that got us connected, and the first service-based businesses that implement this strategy absolutely crush it. And guys, like I said earlier, the sale becomes very simple because they're like, oh yeah, I did come from this local Instagram ad, right? Okay, cool. This would work for me. And then 15 minutes of closing. Guys, always lead with Affirm and Klarna. You have a way to finally help these people get in for $0 down. This is an absolute game changer. This is how we help a lot of our clients close way more deals, right? Using Affirm and Klarna. Another thing, hear them out. Let them tell you how they started the business. Let them open up about the troubles they're dealing with. Let them reveal to you what they're truly going through, right? Don't be Mr. Nice Guy. Always make the pitch, all right? If you can't close them in the first meeting, always set up a call within 24 hours. Always set up a call within 24 hours. Most people are Mr. Nice Guy. They can't, like, you'll go from being like this guy that interviews them and has a great conversation to then you have to put on your salesman hat and you're like, oh, I'm going to butcher this. I don't want to do that. I'm just not going to make them a pitch. Do you know how much money you're costing yourself? Like, put your ego to the side and learn how to sell these people. Do it for your family. Do it for yourself, man. Grow the business finally. And so you're being a little baby if you're Mr. Nice Guy. Straight up. You're doing everyone a disservice. You're doing the business owner a disservice. Yourself a disservice. You're doing everyone a disservice because you're being Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Girl, right? Whoever's watching my videos. All right? Cool. So again, if you can't close them in that meeting, within 24 hours, a meeting needs to be set up. Because the longer you go without that close, right, the more irrelevant you become, right? Another thing, post-meeting, send them a loom recapping the pain. Tell them how amazing it was to meet with them. Show them what their competition is doing on here, right? Showing them, hey, all your competition is doing this, and how excited you are to hop on that second call and answer any questions that they have, right? So this is the no BS way of how to absolutely scale up your videography business and close way more deals in person. Way more deals in person. So if you want to shortcut this and have an ad that already works, a business in a box, literally hand it to you, implement it into your videography business. That way you have an offer that works. You can sell it for a high ticket. We'll show you how to sell it. Then book in a call down below. If you're not ready yet to scale up, then keep watching my YouTube videos. Have a great day. Let's go.